For as good as all that is, the problem with quant models is they don't understand the big picture and societal trend. Let me assure you that even the best quant models in the world, done by guys running billions of dollars, there was no way in February and March of 2020 that those models had any idea what to do with the coronavirus. They saw the market was going down, but how is it truly going to affect society? What does it mean to shut down? What does it mean to work at home and stay at home? Okay. So quant models don't understand the big picture and the big societal changes, and particularly in the positive things. How is 5G really going to change our lives? How's Internet of Things, electronic vehicles, autonomous vehicles, self-driving vehicles, how are these things going to change society, which just, there's no quantitative model that can do that. Plus, they're not great at knowing when to sell. So, you know, about maximizing gains and minimizing losses, because yeah, you can create trailing stops, you can create maximum losses. But what if sometimes it's about the market's up 20% and this stock's only up 3%? So you're not down, you're just underperforming, right? So knowing when to switch out of those, or when it's time to finally take the gains off the table, when things are getting a little bit frothy. This is where quantitative models are just a little bit weaker. We need something a little bit more qualitative, something that explains the why behind why to buy and sell. And so that's why, okay, so that's why step 3 is about a qualitative approach, because the quant systems miss these things, and there's just no substitute for the human touch and experience. And that's why we're going to be bringing in Jiminy Desai here in a couple minutes. I just want to load you up and learn a little bit about Jiminy. You know, he's the editor of the new Power Growth newsletter, the thing that's going to be harnessing the power rings, harnessing the top 10 growth strategy. Now, if you've been on Stock News, Seeking Alpha, and a lot of these top sites, you've probably seen Jiminy's work before, but he's the chief growth strategist for Stock News. I brought him on board about a year ago because I like bringing people on board who have strengths that I don't. I've joked around that even when I was a teenager, I was Walter Matthau from Grumpy Old Men. My wife just happens to be walking by and she's laughing at me because she knows I'm a grumpy old man. So I'm just not into some of these newfangled, you know, advances. But I know there's a lot of money to be made if you play it right, and that's why Jiminy's on my team, right? So he's been following some of these great trends, electronic vehicles, fintech, genomics, and so on. He's been banging out winner after winner if you've been watching him on the site. So now I want to bring him in so he can talk about what he's seeing in the growth, you know, in the growth stock field, where he sees his advantage in which to carve out additional gains, and then previewing the next 3 picks he's going to have for the Power Growth service. Yeah, Jiminy, you out there?
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, all good. So I guess I still got the slides over here, so I'll try and do my best to follow your lead. So take it away.
Cool. So thanks, first of all, thanks, Steve. I'm really excited to be here to talk about the Power Growth service. So today I'm going to share my growth investing philosophy, some of the best opportunities that I see in the market right now, and kind of how we're going to take the power ratings theory and turn it into something more practical.